Here are 5 books that I think you should read. So guys, I have 5 books here that I'm going to tell you about. I really love reading, and these aren't really my top 5 favorites, but they're just kind of something different, each one. So I think there's something for everyone in here. First, I recommend this book. It is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, and it follows a young shepherd boy and his journey from Spain to unlocking the secret treasure in Egypt by the pyramids, and it basically follows this entire journey, all the interesting characters he meets on the way, and the overarching lesson is to follow your dreams. It's honestly kind of surface level, the lessons that you'll get from it, but I think as I get older, I realize that it's important to go back to basics and follow these simple lessons that we were taught as children that maybe we lose as we grow up. And this book just kind of brings you back to your inner child and recenters you. It is a slow start, but there are so many great quotes in this book, and it's a really easy read. It's not too long. You can get through it in a night. Next, I recommend Daisy Jones and the Six. This is by Taylor Jenkins Reid. She's a great author, and this book is interesting in the way it's formatted. It's kind of like a biography, or it reads like one, and it switches in between each character's POV almost every other paragraph. So it kind of keeps you on your toes. Very easy to read as well, and very engaging if you're into music, 70s, rock, Los Angeles, that whole scene. This book will be great for you. And they made this into a show, which I have not seen, but maybe you can check it out after you read this book. I have a nonfiction, Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. So this is a biography on herself, I believe, and it's just her journey in her teens, 20s, I think even 30s, about love and all the different forms of love she's had in her life. And at the end, she comes to this realization that the kind of biggest loves of her life are the female connections that she has made over the years. So this is a great book to read in your 20s, I think, especially if you're struggling with the concept of romance, you feel kind of lonely. It just makes you realize how important all types of relationships in your life are, not just romantic ones, and how to value your platonic friendships. It would not be a book recommendation video without my favorite book of all time, Normal People by Sally Rooney. This book has my heart. My heart is in this book, engraved into it. It is the most beautiful, well-written story ever. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration, but I genuinely think so. It just follows the tale of Marianne and Connell. They're kind of ordinary kids growing up in Ireland, I believe, and just their journey and connection together, how it evolves over the years, their dynamic. And it is just about normal people and a normal people's relationship, but it shows how you don't have to have this crazy plot or crazy mystery or anything to be invested in these characters and to make a really beautiful story, and about how everyone's lives are really beautiful and you can turn it into literature. So I really love this book. It made me cry like a baby. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it, but if you love romances that really tug at your heart but are not corny in any way and that just feel very realistic, this book is for you. And finally, this book is 1,000 Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. I think I'm saying that right. So basically it is set in Afghanistan. It follows the Taliban and the tale of this woman, how she navigates that, and kind of different generations. Let me reread this because I honestly have not read this book in a while, but I just know how much it affected me. Okay, yeah. So this book just follows 2 different generations and how they navigate the Taliban taking over Afghanistan, and it really focuses on how women kind of exist over there and how their rights were stripped away, loss, love, family. All of these themes are in this book, but it is so heart-wrenching. I cried like a baby. I think I had to reread this twice to even get through it because it is a lot, but I think it's a very eye-opening book, and it shows a different culture that I'm not overly familiar with, but it really opened my eyes a lot to the struggles that people during that time have faced, and that I'm sure still they face today. So yeah, those are my 5 books that I recommend to you at the moment. I have probably 30 that I can recommend to you and could make this a 25-part series. So if you want to see more, almost forgot this one. If you want to see more reading content, I'm trying to branch out here, guys. Let me know. I love you guys. Bye.